Hey everybody, so I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Today I'm going to answer a bunch of questions I get a lot of the time, and that is about my hair porosity, my hair type, my hair density and my hair width. And I'm so happy when you guys ask me about any of those things because it's so important that you know those things to know whether the routines and the products I'm suggesting will work for you. So here is a place for you to learn all about my hair, because it's kind of hard for you to know what my hair porosity is like or my hair width is like without really being me and trying out a bunch of products and seeing my hair absolutely up close. So let's start with hair type. I have got what Lorraine Massey calls botticelli curls. So I've got some S-waves in my hair and I've got some actual ringlety curls. So there's a ringlety curl and probably fairly close to it somewhere there that is more like an S-wave. And I think part of my hair, there's a teeny tiny bit of damaged hair, still a teeny bit, but the majority of it is fresh, new, actually my hair, because when my hair was damaged, it was definitely a different hair type. I'd say it was a lot more wavy, so even more like 2B curls. And now it's more like 2C, 3A, even some of 3B curls going on in my hair. So the next one is hair width. I have kind of fine to medium hair. I'd say probably more medium than fine, but it's definitely not super thick hair, because if I kind of take it and hold it up like this, you know, it's definitely not fine because I've definitely got enough hair, but yes, it's not hugely thick in that it's sort of big and out here and full. Having fine to medium hair also means that my hair takes a bit longer to grow because it's more prone to damage and to me pulling it too hard with something or sleeping on it the wrong way means it's more easy to fall out, so it takes a bit longer for my hair to grow. The next thing I'm going to talk about is hair density, and I would say I probably have medium density hair. Density literally means how many hairs do you have in one small patch of your head, and people with high density have a lot more strands in that area than someone with low density, and I probably say I have medium. One good way of doing it is if you part your hair like this, how much scalp can you see, and if you look directly at your head, can you see any scalp? So if you had really low density, you'd be able to see a lot more scalp than that, and if you had high density, you'd hardly be able to see it at all, which is why I'd probably class myself as medium density. So having medium density hair means actually I don't have to think too much about the density of my hair. If I had low density hair, I'd want to use products that were more volumizing, and if I had high density hair, then maybe I'd want to use heavier products to keep my hair really well tamed. But actually medium density hair just means it's kind of normal and I don't need to think too much about it. The fourth and last thing is hair porosity, and this is a biggie because it really determines how you do your routine and which products you use, or at least it does for me. So my hair is actually low porosity, which means that it doesn't absorb moisture particularly well and it gets weighed down super easily. So I did do the strand test where I took a piece of my hair and I put it in some water and to see whether it would float or it would sink, and the idea is that if it floats, you have low porosity hair because it doesn't want to absorb any of that moisture, and if it sinks halfway, you have medium porosity, and if it sinks all the way to the bottom, you have high porosity hair because it is really good at absorbing all that moisture. So porosity really is all about how much product your hair is going to absorb and therefore what weight of products you need. So with low porosity hair, I really look for really lightweight products that are not going to weigh my hair down. So my hair really doesn't like co-washing at all. It looks super greasy, it doesn't last very long, and it just weighs my hair down completely. I have to shampoo every time I wash my hair, which is every sort of 3 or 4 days. One of the fab things about having low porosity hair is that because the hair shaft is sitting really smoothly, that it should look shinier. And I was always jealous of other people as I was growing up that they had super shiny hair, but it's probably because I was straightening it that it meant that it was probably actually a lot higher porosity then than it is now. So porosity can change based on what you do with your hair, so whether you colour your hair and whether you damage your hair with straighteners or blow drying all of the time. Having low porosity hair also means that my hair does not love protein heaps. That if I use too much protein, my hair gets really stiff and straw-like and just not very nice to be around. Right now I just use really low protein products, if any, and occasionally do protein treatments with my rice water treatment, but it's just enough for me, it's not too much. Another great tip for low porosity hair is that when you're doing a deep conditioning treatment, it's really great to use a heat cap because it can help open up the shaft of the hair. Because the shaft of the hair is so tight that actually it takes a lot to get that moisture in there, so the heat really helps the shaft to open and it to go in. So to summarise, I have Botticelli curls 2C 3A, I have fine to medium hair, I have medium density, and I have low porosity. So if you have exactly the same hair type as me, I would love if you would leave me a comment down below and let me know, because it would be really interesting to know how many of you have the same hair. Also know that the most important thing for picking products is the porosity, so if you have the same porosity as me, any future product recommendations will be super helpful for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye! I should probably do a little disclaimer here that I am in fact not at all a hairdresser, a hair expert, or anything like this. This is everything that I've gleaned from watching other videos or read on the internet. So if I am wrong, then I am sorry, but I hope that this is helpful.